Hello and welcome back to the 52 Card Laboratory, where today I have quite the special deck that I'm going to unbox for you. And I was clued into these decks. I didn't know anything about them prior to this video. I don't really know much about them during this video, to be honest with you. But they look fantastic. I've done a little bit of research and I'm ready to unbox one of these beauties and show it to you today. Now, unfortunately, it is not going to be this deck here. Just because of what this deck is titled as, I don't think that it would fly with YouTube at all. You can certainly go to Orbit's website and look it up for yourself. So today I'll primarily be focusing on this deck. I have the Orbit 2nd edition Cardistry Con deck, private stock for you today. It comes in this green tuck box, and we are going to open this deck up and get into it today. Now, what I do know about these cards is that they were released for the 2022 Cardistry Con, and they are printed by the United States Playing Card Company. So we should expect some good stock. We should expect them to feel great in the hands, to look great. And as I understand, they do look great. They apparently have some fantastic artistry in them, some fantastic graphic design and everything else. And each and every card is supposed to amaze you. So we're gonna see if that happens today and get into this deck. All right, so are we ready? Let's get into it. I'm just going to go ahead and set this out of the way for now, and we are going to get into this deck. Now, one of the first things that I notice about the tuck box is that there's no seal on the box. Traditionally, a lot of card makers put seals in the essence of the old tax stamps or tax seals that you would see on playing cards for such a long time, but there is nothing on this packet. So I'm just going to gently and delicately take my knife and try to open this as best as possible without doing any damage. There is a rip strip here that you could also use, but my fingers are so big and fat and I chew my nails down to the bone. So we're just going to make a small incision there and take our plastic off. Now immediately this tuck box feels good, a nice good quality stock like we would expect from USPCC, and says distributed by Orbit World there, Fremont, California, made in the USA, and designed by Daniel Schneider. It has the CC 2nd edition logo on the side, 23 on top of the box, as I've noticed that other Orbit decks have. And then a nice little logo here of a sailboat going in orbit around a planet. On the top here we have a city sitting in the water, possibly Atlantis, who knows. And then on the back we have a giant O with the moon, the city, and two figures that are sitting on the beach. So let's open this up and get right into it. We have a nice little message on the tuck. It says, "The deeper you gaze into the cosmos, the harder it is to look back." And that is so very true. That just kind of hit me emotionally a little bit. The deeper you gaze into the cosmos, the harder it is to look back. And then it says persist and endure right there on the tuck. Opening up the tuck, we have social media with hashtag the Orbit Deck, which we will no doubt tag. Getting into the box here, as predicted, we have a card quality that we would expect for cards that are printed at the United States Playing Card Company. Nice and slidey, feels good in the hand, good weight to them. Turning them over, we have Greetings from Cardistry right there with the tuck box art on the back of the card. Greetings from Cardistry in nice little kind of retro font. Nice little retro feel going on there. And then, of course, there's a hyphen where it says Con, and if we put these two cards together, it makes a complete design for the beach. Greetings from Cardistry Con, San Diego 2022, with the full city, some sailboats, the moon, and everything there. Flipping these cards over, we have the O's there on those. Very nice. Looking at the Ace of Spades, we have an astronaut. We discover that it is in fact an astronaut sitting on the beach in his astronaut gear that is classic. It says "We are Orbit" with a website and the number 23 there. Some beautiful, nice pastels, nice colors that were used in these cards. And so far, I'm already incredibly impressed with what I see. Going through the rest of these, we have nice big indices here, nice and clear. We're going to have a look at our face cards. The Jack, the Queen, and the King with nice bold faces on them. We see a really nice art style there in the face cards. Bold, expressive faces, I think. I think the Queen's pretty expressive there. I don't know what you think about it, but she looks pretty expressive to me. And then, of course, our King is, as you would expect, beard, crown, swords, and such. Going through the rest of the cards, our indices and everything look nice. We have a little bit of a different design in these face cards. The King of Diamonds looking to the side with his axe. We have the Queen of Diamonds with a kind of contemporary haircut, looks like there. A little smug look on her face. And then our Jack of Diamonds looks more like a king, if you ask me. I mean, sure, mustache and goatee, but I don't know. That looks a little more regal. Getting into the clubs look aged. We have an older king there with some wrinkles showing, as well as his companion, the Queen. Looking a little older there on the club cards. And then the Jack of Clubs with his impressive beard there. Looks nice and long, but also at the same time nice and tidy. And then as we get to our hearts the same way. They look a little in their advanced years here on the heart face cards. King of Hearts, Queen of Hearts, and Jack of Hearts actually looks a little younger. He looks a little more millennial there, if I should say so. Maybe I'll get some hate for that. I don't know, but that's okay. And then going through, we have our Ace of Hearts. We have a double backer, and we have an Eight of Spades at the end of the deck. Was there not one in there? There was. So we must have a double card for either a trick or an effect or some kind of illusion that we can do. We have two Eights of Spades, and I'm not sure, but they do not appear to be marked, so they are just identical cards that can be used for some sort of effect, perhaps a signing effect, perhaps make the card disappear. You know, there are a lot of things you can do. And those of you who are magicians, you already know. Now, I'm getting these kind of mixed up and sloppy, but that's what happens sometimes when you're in the heat of things. We're going to See how these cards fan out, and I guarantee you they're going to both look, feel, and sound beautiful here. Look at that. As we have a nice little fan out there, these cards would be also good to use as one-way cards. If you do it fast enough, you could fool somebody. But and I think I have them upside down. So let's try that again. Look at that smoothness. The design's great, it looks great, and I'm pretty happy with these cards overall. They feel great in the hands. The colors are beautiful. The artwork is beautiful, and I don't know, I like a good unique face on the face cards such as these. We have some more elderly faces, we have some younger and more contemporary faces, and these are just really nice. They sound great, they feel great, they riffle great. I'm not the best riffler, I'm not the best shuffler, and I'm terrible at sleight of hand, but I do what I can. So there we go. Some wonderful cards from Orbit. Again, the second edition Cardistry Con cards from San Diego in 2022, and just a beautiful card all around. So there we have it. Thank you so much for watching. Share this with a friend. Share it with somebody who will enjoy it. And I'll see you next time.